Good morning, guys. How are we all doing? I am Dan from Trading with Dan. This is our Bitcoin morning update. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we shall go straight over to those Bitcoin 4-hour charts. So Bitcoin on the 4-hour, we find ourselves basically back down here after testing the top side of our sideways range. We've come back down and tested the bottom side of it. This is clearly the level where we need to have a good bounce. We do need to bottom out here. We do need to start making progress back even towards just the middle, say $50,000 level, because clearly if we don't, we realistically are going to be looking at $42,000 with a quite high degree of certainty if we basically do close some 4-hour plus candles below 46,000. In the immediate term, we've got this 48,000. We'll just call it 48,500. If we can get back above 48,500, then we'll probably look good for that move towards 50,000. However, if we get rejected there again and come back down, I mean you can see it's not looking very good. We obviously had this aggressive move down, and we are off the back of a move down from our all-time highs. However, though, if we do make some moves to the upside back within the sideways range, it would look good for that potential final test into support before we then move back to the top, maybe consolidate under the top and then break through. But yeah, I mean, it clearly isn't looking good. It is interesting to see this relative divergence between the directional movement of Bitcoin and the directional movement of stocks. Because obviously we'll have a look at the stock markets in a minute. But yeah, this is it. This is the point where the bears are gonna have to try and make a move, where the bulls are gonna have to make a stand. And then yeah, if we do move down, yeah, just look out below. $42,000 would almost certainly be where we end up heading, and that is a very dangerous level for the macro picture, like the long-term picture, everything basically below there, and then we're potentially looking at curtains for a bit. But yeah, we shall have to see what happens. The Ethereum Satoshi pairing lost this trend line. However, we do have this major area of support that we kind of need to, well, we don't really want to test it, but if we do, we need to get supported here. The Ethereum USD pairing also, well, we're going to have to, we've got this horizontal here that we're blowing back above. We are going to extend this level along now that it is clearly in play again. But yeah, are we just going to trade sideways within this range again, or can we quite swiftly make our way back above? Pretty much will depend on the direction of Bitcoin dominance holding around these lows. So I mean, this is not too bad. Obviously we've got a load of layer ones pumping, pinning this Bitcoin dominance down. Also, this is the main thing though. I mean, if this is a bull flag, it is a bull flag, but if it plays out as a bull flag, then and then we take another leg up in stock markets, there is just no way Bitcoin is not gonna at least make a move to the upside. Probably just draw a line over here. I didn't even use the shift, but that looks pretty straight to me. But yeah, above here, and then yeah, we probably would see acceleration to the upside, and then it's got to drag stock markets with it. We've got the 10-year also breaking above this level into the potential more risk on end, but also the more inflation end, and either risk on and inflation. Both of those things are good for Bitcoin. So yeah, we've got that. The DXY just trading around, couldn't realistically close and trade below this horizontal yet, but I suspect it may do, but we shall have to see what happens. Oil holding up around there as well. Gold, whilst it did make a nice move above 1800, is basically back at 1800 again. Not really too much to see there yet, but I think this is basically the main thing we're looking at. We are looking at a if we get continuation here, then yes, Bitcoin up, and similarly to the downside, if we get confirmation, if we get basically a move below, we'll just draw this along. If we get a move below here, then yeah, I mean, I mean, whilst the prices will still be relatively bullish for the stock market anywhere in the zone, I just think it will be the downside momentum. All the downside momentum Bitcoin needs to basically break below that $46,000 level, seeing as we're practically at it now anyway, for all intents purposes. Yeah, not too much else really to look at, say or do here. These stochastics, I think realistically, I'm kind of pinning my hopes on obviously holding the 5-day and the weekly to turn back up, to bottom out and turn back up. And that signal the bottom. That is what I'm kind of looking at. 4 hour very deep here can potentially help us hold this support for a period of time. Let's see what the 10 hour and 12 hour saying. I mean, they're clearly going to be diving, which it's a case of how low they are, but yet 10 hour very low, looking to turn back up from this very low area. 12 hours still got room to move down though. Daily got plenty of room to move down. 2-day and still not looking so bad here. 3-day not looking so bad from a low level, and it is this 5-day and weekly that we need these to bottom out and turn back up, and they're not quite there yet, as you can see. So I mean, if we can get the 4 hour, the 10 hour feed through to the 12 hour and the daily, and hold basically where we are now, then yeah, we've got a chance. We have got a chance. But yeah, I mean, if stock markets take a bit of a pullback, I mean, it's not even going to be a dive, just a pullback from here, I do suspect that will be all we need to break us down to this next level. However, if the flip side is, if this does break up, and make that move towards any 4,900, then he's got to drag Bitcoin back up with it. Even if I would suspect the worst case scenario in that event is that we at least don't lose this level, and we can make our way back towards 50,000, maybe even beyond. Yeah, we shall have to see. It is a very testing time for the crypto bulls. There is a lot of negativity, bearishness out there, and quite rightly so. It is understandable. But like I said, I think we have to look at the US 10-year. We need to look at the stock markets. We need to look at oil recovery. We need to look at other things and understand in that environment, we've got a good chance of Bitcoin making a move back to the upside. So yeah, we will also hopefully have people reapplying their positions, i.e. their longs. They would have been long all year in a lot of profit, or long however in a lot of profit, and then obviously started taking some of that profit off, and we saw we were topping out and moving down into the end of the year, more and more taking profits to flatten, to get those books flat into the end of the year. And then yeah, we can only hope. I mean, I think it is a realistic point of hopium that then they'd start to basically add those longs again, especially since if they've been taking these positions off all the way down here, they will be reapplying those longs at a lower level, and even if they don't do it in one go, they do it at dollar cost average in. It would give us a significant support, I think, going into next year is literally next week, so we have got that. Fingers crossed. So yeah, there is a daily dose of hopium for you guys. Thank you for listening. Remember, this is not a financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. Always do your own research, and I shall speak to you guys soon.